Hello party people, welcome back to Saturday. It's still Saturday. We just recently got done making these guys, the glasses doings. In the last video, I'm trying to get all my videos accomplished for that next box gets here, that bargain box. I was pretty ambitious this month. I think I did 10 projects. Currently we are on to number 7, which I thought was, look at this nice spider web. Number 7 is a bracelet. It's got to go this way so that I can see it. Now, I believe this is a wire wrapped. Yeah, this is a wire wrapped bracelet. It's just using a few of the labs, the English cut beads, and then a few links that we had left over from like these links. So it should actually be pretty simple. It looks like I'm going to wrap 2 of the crystals and 1 of the lab into a link. So like possibly 5 links. I don't know. So anyways, we're going to bounce down to the mat. We're going to take a look at project number 7. Here we are, project number 7. I think I can go a little bit more. Yeah, so this should be pretty fairly simple and straightforward. It says it needs a clasp. I do have an Old Faithful here I'll probably use. Well, I did have. They were just right here. I was just touching them, and now they're gone. That seems appropriate. Okay, well, I guess we'll use a lobster then, because I don't know where the other ones went. Hard to say at this point. But yeah, this should not take long at all. It looks like we're going to take these beads here, which is not really that many beads. We have 3 links. And then we're going to take, I think I put some extra labs in here because I didn't know how many we were going to need. We're going to take an English cut and a lab in the middle, like so. And we're just going to create these wire wrapped links. And I'll probably start in the middle just to see how many I'm going to need. Obviously, this will be the middle, one here, one here. We'll see how far the length is once we get to the end here and how much more we need to do. So let's get that going. So for this guy, I think I'm just going to continue using my bare copper wire. This is 22 gauge. Now you could use different kind if you want to. It's up to you. And basically, show you the move. This is the move. I'm going to connect those with jump rings. It's the same move that we've always been doing, but we're going to put 3 beads on. So we're going to create a wire wrap loop. Okay, so we're just making the number 7 up over the top. Looks like this. We're going to let go of pressure, spin this all the way to the other side. We're going to bring this around to create a lollipop. When you bring your pressure to the top, you're going to straighten out your lollipop. This is what it should look like. Okay, so you're here. Once you got that, you're going to turn it sideways. I turn it sideways just because it's easier for me to wrap it. I'm going to wrap 3 times. 1, 2, 3. I guess it's 3.5. How many ever times you want to be doing it is completely up to you. I'm going to trim that off. And I always squish this to give it a little bit of a work hardening. And then I'm going to come in here and I'm going to tuck this tail in, just so it doesn't poke anybody. And then I'm going to put my beads on. So we're going to use these 3. Get the English cut, the lab, and the English cut. Looks like this. And then I'm going to create a loop on the other side. Now people ask, how do you know how much space to leave? I'm eyeballing this space from the plier to the bead. Basically, when I create the number 7, when I bend this down, I want this bottom portion to touch the top of the bead. So like this. See how, ooh, see how it is now touching the top of the bead? And I'm going to bring this over the top, spin, go all the way around, straighten out your lollipop, and wrap. 1, 2, 3, and a little bit more. Now, if you're a person who likes to do more than 3 wraps, you're going to need a little more space there. Because as you can see, this is where the wire went. It's got to have space to sit in there. You want the wire to be tight to the beads, but you don't want it to be so tight that you're going to break everything. Right? And so, this is what you should have in the end. So this is what we will consider to be one link. And that will go here. Okay? Easy peasy. So, I'm going to make a couple more links. And we'll see where we're at. Okay, so this will be our second one. Kind of straighten it out here. Put your goggles on. Okay, so I'm thinking we should only need 2 more here. And we should have enough length because we're also going to add this together with jump rings, so we are going to get a little bit extra length that way. So I'm going to go ahead and wrap the rest of those up and then we'll put it together. Alright guys, here we are. Now all we got to do is put it together. Got my decorative jump ring here and I'm putting my lobster claw on there. Now, you could use decorative jump rings throughout the whole thing if you wanted, but I feel like if I do that, ooh, I should put that on there. If I do that, I think I might get a little more length than I bargained for. So for right now, I'm going to use the 6s to connect it. And so I'm just connecting into that link right there, and then into the beaded link, and that's it. Make sure you got all your links on there the correct front facing way. That's kind of the only thing to really worry about at this point. This is our last one. Okay, now I'm going to take this decorative one and then put him on the end as a place to connect into. Now you could add length here if you'd like. It's completely up to you. Make sure this goes straight here. An extender, little piece of chain, whatever you want to do. Up to you. I think I'm just going to leave mine like that. Put this guy on there. And it should be good to go. Do I have my bracelet sizer down here? Yeah. Okay, let me zoom you out. And take a little look-see here. Okay. Make sure I got everything facing the right way here. Oh, twist it up. This one is twisted. So, is this one twisted? There we go. What's happening? Did I put it together wrong? I'm like, why are they inside out? It's just the way, the nature of the beast. Is that what's happening? I think I just threw it on there weird. And they are spinning. Okay, so now we can go in and we can give these links a little bit of a bend even to be a little more conforming to the wrist, you know, the circularness of the wrist. And we do get a 7 3/4, almost an 8. Okay, so now that is a situation that you might have to look at. So 7 3/4, almost an 8 is clearly going to be way too big for me, because I have a little tiny wrist, whereas I might be able to get away with taking off one, yeah, probably one complete link. Alright, so that's an option if you want it to be smaller. However, I do know a lot of people who have and like to wear a 7, and you know, 7 is average. So this is 7 3/4, so it's a little bit bigger than average, but that's a legitimate wrist size. So I think I'm just going to leave it. If you wanted to, you could take off one of these little links. There's a couple things you could do if you didn't like the pattern with that. Okay, so say you get into this situation, you say, so it's too big. Here's what you could do. Instead of wrapping all, you could wrap one of these beads, like maybe one of the labs, and don't have, you know, make these two the same. So that's going to obviously give you less length, which might make it a little more smaller size for you. So there's a lot of things you could do with that, but there we go. I'm not mad at it. I think it's really cute. And I did have other beads that you could even make a matching set of earrings of some sorts if you wanted to. So there you go. Well, this has been project number 7. Cute. I hope you guys are all having a lovely, spectacular, amazing beading day. If you are, please let me know down in the comments what you're working on today. If you're still working on your bargain bead box for this month of September, let me know. Let your girl know. I'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.